What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour from around the world. Today, we're having a little bit of a throwback session because we have been basically introduced to an artist that you guys are absolutely loving here on the channel, and that is, of course, SLAPDEE. So I've got a little bit of digging into his back catalogue, and we're going to be checking out this one next. A link up with two very, very exciting artists, of course, Patoranking being one of them, and Daev being another one. This one goes by the name Lituation, and I'm excited to get into it. Obviously, you guys have suggested that we check out more SLAPDEE, so big up, and I'm excited to jump into this one. As always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's jump right into this one. I'm very excited. Let's go. Already got a bounce to it, hasn't it?
King Dizzle, SLAPDEE Patoranking, yeah.
Proper dancehall energy, let's go.
You make it all look easy.
There's something so exciting about having the sort of first drop of a tune not have any drums in it, because it immediately makes yourself throw yourself forward, but then you're like, oh, it hasn't actually happened yet, and you're almost like filled up with potential energy. The anticipation is so high. This is a wicked start to this one. Again, loving the kind of pacing, really nice use of those high-pitched vocals as well. That lead kind of chord line, very, very classic dancehall in the way it's sounding. This one's got a lot of energy about it so far. Let's go.
Every time we link up, every time you come over, it's a little boy. Girl, it's a little boy. It's a little boy.
I'm loving the drums on this. There's so much kind of potency and power in the way that they've been processed. Really, really pushing the limiters forward, giving all of them this incredible level of punch. Super sweet as well. Loving the kind of almost arpeggiated backdrops going on, just giving it this kind of fluttery, quite kind of glittery texture. Again, you've got the sort of almost phone-affected vocals, obviously the sort of high cut and the low cut filter, giving it this kind of like phone-esque kind of feel on that lead vocal ad-lib that's running along in the background. So much bounce to this one. Let's go.
It's a little version.
Double tap on my pick, sliver like boo. Fight for you, I would never ever fight you.
Let's go, Slap.
He ready on separation, he fuluka. Halanga wasela pofene ndia kufuluka. I'm begging my heart and my knees, muinenuka. This is madness. Me living without you can imagine this.
What I love about SLAPDEE, man, he has this ability to almost give a calm and collected approach over a hype instrumental, and it still kind of almost replicate the energy of the instrumental. Like, he's so composed in the way that he actually puts his verses together. Like, there's no kind of almost it never seems like he's panicking. It never seems like he's out of like his zone. He's always very smooth running down that central road, and it's so exciting to see. He's someone that I do really enjoy. I really like SLAPDEE's approach to this one, because I've only ever heard him on these big kind of bouncy instrumentals. He comes with this very smooth approach. He almost reminds me a little bit of kind of like an Olamide in the way that he actually delivers often over very kind of hyper kind of instrumentals. He delivers a smooth, kind of more relaxed vocal approach, but it maintains the hype of the instrumental. It's crazy how he does it.
And now you got me feeling like I'm like you do it. The spirit of the fussy and body, you felt like what do you do me now? Slowly, how you take over? Yeah, you look fine, no makeover. Don't fall like Gangana sofa. All of your knees now leg over. Uziwa no ziwa now we could you too much. Come over, baby, you could use my toothbrush. King Dizzle.
You make it all look easy.
Again, I love this kind of build-up bridge that we get here in between. The video's wicked as well. I love this shot. The guy's just chatting away. The girl's just not interested in what he's saying. There's something very funny about that imagery. There's so many memes about just that exact thing, which make it very funny. But again, the instrumental, love it. The vocals so far, great. Love this kind of middle bridge, as I was saying. The use of the higher-pitched vocal, the call and respond that we're getting between the actual lead vocal and the sort of the pitched-up vocal. I like how that sounds, because it gives it this kind of shimmer. Wicked start, man. Loving this.
Every time we link up, every time you come over, it's a little boy. Girl, it's a
So obviously with this, there is definitely a much more kind of poppy feel about the actual structuring, about a lot of the instrumentation, about a lot of the melodies that are being used. All of them have this kind of ascending yet arpeggiating feel to them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is a tune that's clearly meant to inspire people to move. It's a tune that's meant for the sort of big room dances. But there's an element of class about it at the same time. There's an element where you can hear those dancehall influences coming through. You can hear just the global influences coming through. And it's great, man. I'm really, really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to seeing where Pato goes.
It's a little version.
All my love is yours. All my life is yours. Oh my girl. All my heart is yours. What is mine is yours. Oh my girl. And I'm so happy every time when the girl come around on me. I say she there. I'm a give her quality love and she knows.
This is what Pato does as well. Pato is someone, for me, that is so severely underrated in the worlds of both dancehall and Afrobeats, because he's done both and he's killed it in both. He very rarely makes a record that isn't up to scratch. I feel he's so, even though he's got the following, obviously he's established, I feel he's not kind of sung up as much as he should be, in my honest opinion. Abula is one of my favourite tunes of all time, so it's one of those. I really, really like what he's bringing to this, because again, you've got that much more sort of slick back, kind of smooth approach from SLAPDEE in the first verse. You've obviously got Daev bringing that sort of cool and respond over the hook. This is a little bit more electronic. It's a little bit more kind of up and in your face, but it's not too OTT. It doesn't drive away from the point of the sort of sonic points that SLAPDEE was making in the opener. Really cool.
A true lover and not a player. Me never give a distance. Yes, me wanna love her forever, and that is my prayer. That is my prayer. Only you will make me feel this way. The Lituation change steady daggering. Anytime me girl I come, me give a pampering. Slowly speaking, but me voice a stammering. Love kiss, love, bedroom hammering. Shimmy adoring.
I always love hearing that vocal switch, man. There's something about that vocal effect where you get that kind of the devilish kind of overdub, where you obviously do the pitch down and you do the pitch up either side of your lead vocal, so you get this kind of unearthly, kind of otherworldly presence surrounding your vocal. And when you do it in a dancehall kind of fashion, and Pato's so good at doing it as well, he doesn't overdo it. He literally just runs it at like the end of the verse, or will do it for one line, so you immediately go, oh, something's happening. And it works. It really, really does work. It brings the end of the verse to life, because it kind of explode earlier on. You then get that section, and then you're suddenly like, oh, what's going on? Which works really well. I love that.
Yeah, you my beauties, yeah. Every time we link up, every time you come over, it's a little boy.
So this section here, this is what I'm talking about. Like you could hear this on like a reggaeton tune. You could hear this on like again a kind of pop dancehall tune. You could hear this on a very kind of just global dance music tune. This middle section here, where you've got the arpeggiators kind of going, and then you've got the vocals over the top, kind of assimilating a similar melody. There's a lot to like about it. Obviously, there are kind of cheesier elements in its overall arrangement, but there's a lot to like about it as well, man. There's a really good energy running throughout the heart of this, which seems to be a running theme of any SLAPDEE tune that I've heard so far. A note on the video as well. The video has been really, really simple, but by definition effective. Literally, the majority of the video is this scene here, where there's three of them in a room. Nothing crazy, literally just hired a room. That's all it is. You've then got a couple of shots in a more sort of dance setting. There's a few models involved in the video as well. But this, for me, is how you take a simple kind of concept, video-wise, and turn it into something that is visually very pleasing. And actually assists the tune, man. I think there's such a credit to be had in kind of taking a simple setting and turning it into an interesting visualizer, an interesting visual addition to a tune. So yeah, there we go. Well, let's run through to the end then, and then give it our final breakdown. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, see, jump on the rhythm, run the tune, Africa.
There we go then. The sounds of SLAPDEE. This one featuring Patoranking and Daev. This one goes by the name Lituation. Again, huge tune. Another slightly longer one, so apologies for the longer video. We do break down tunes quite a lot here on the channel, so if you are new, welcome and hopefully you do enjoy. But yeah, very much enjoyed this one. Good to see Patoranking. I need to at some point deep dive his catalogue because I've loved everything I've heard from him. Good vocal from Daev as well, and that will Daev as well. And then obviously SLAPDEE coming in with that smooth, silky approach that we already know absolutely kills it. He's so good at combining good collaborative kind of good collaborative intuition with kind of being the main man at the same time. I love his approach, and I really enjoyed this one. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button. We're now hurtling towards what I believe is 55,000 subscribers. Absolutely crazy. We only hit 50k about 3 weeks ago, so we are rocketing towards that big 60. We could potentially do it by the end of the year at this rate, which would be incredible. I cannot stress how cool that would be, so please do keep getting involved, and as always, yeah, please just keep commenting down below. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked.
TV. Your boy Steve Warfare right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cole.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.